In this video, I'm going to be discussing what models are actually slow or not selling in the Rolex market, what models are extremely popular, and also the Rolex trends of July 2024. Let's start off with what's not selling, and it pains me to say one of the most pinnacle or most desired models that Rolex produce, the Daytona range, it is the steel and golds. This is a slow category for us in the month of July. I have a few to show you here. So we've got the steel and gold, we've got a few variants to show you. So we've got the diamond dial one. So this is actually the discontinued one. This is the 116 reference. We also have the new one to show you as well. This is the new reference, the 12. This is a watch, let me tell you. This is the 126 reference with the beautiful black diamond dial. To give you guys an idea price-wise, these are just under 20 and these are around 22 to 23,000. Bearing in mind, the Rolex retail price on this particular one now for the new release is just under 20,000. So the reason that these particular watches are slow in the market can only be, in my opinion, due to the price increase that we had from Rolex on the 1st of June. It did push some of these over the threshold of being slow seller in the market. Yes, we are still selling them. Yes, we get inquiries on them, but it just goes to show the steel and gold range and how it's actually been affected in the current market because a Daytona has become a slow seller. I also have another one to show you here, and this is the most popular one, by the way. This is the white dial. This is by far the most popular in the 4-dial combinations. It's so popular because it is a unisex color dial. But again, I mean, I think we've got 2 or at least 3 of this particular model in. Again, it's become a slow seller. Price-wise on this one, just over the 20k, and retail from Rolex is now in the 17s. That's the reason it's been slow in the last 4 weeks, just purely because of the price increase. And once the market levels out over the next 2 or 3 months and the prices actually settle, I think this watch will then pick up again and become a really good seller. Another model that's been a slow seller for us in July this year is, believe it or not, the root beer, the GMT Master 2, the rose gold and steel. I've actually got one to show you here. This was, if you follow the channel and you followed our market updates, one of our best selling models over the last few months. So that's why it's always important to check in and check the market updates on each particular watch. This one here, the retail price now for a new example is just under £15,000. This one we've got for sale for just over £15,000. And you've got to think, you know, 5 to 10% over the Rolex retail price, in my opinion, is really good value for money. But just because the price has been increased again from Rolex, it's pushed it into that category. And what was a really good seller, in fact, our best selling GMT of 2023 and the whole GMT range has now been a slow seller over the last 4 weeks. And like everything, it will not stay the same. We do have trends each month. This is the current trend, I'm sure. You know, August, September, it'll be back to selling again. It'll be one of our best sellers. So it's not all doom and gloom in the steel and gold range. One that is absolutely bulletproof, one that you guys pull the trigger on, one that we sell so many of at LWC is the Blues A. Even with a high retail price of 14,200, whenever we get them in at LWC, we will sell them within 24, 48 hours. The pre-owned ones we actually sell for under list now, to give you guys an idea, around about the 13k mark. And for the brand new ones, the brand new 2024s, we sell for around list or just a touch over. But that particular watch there, you guys know, one of my personal favorites at LWC. I absolutely love that watch, and it is iconic, stood the test of time, and no matter what the market is doing, no matter what trends are doing, whether it's under list, over list, or list price, it will always continue to sell. And at LWC, we will buy as many as we physically can. So let's discuss some market trends that we've seen over the last 4 weeks. One thing that we've actually seen over the last week or 2 weeks is the Pepsi, the most talked about model of 2024. It wasn't discontinued. We've seen hardly any coming through. The ones that have been coming through are what we're calling unicorns in the marketplace. Well, this is a good information for you guys that follow the channel. Because we buy so many new, brand new and unworn or nearly new watches, we have a really good indication on what Rolex are releasing that particular day or that particular week, because we'll get phone calls from you guys out there watching this channel and watching this video saying, I've been offered this Pepsi from AD, how much are you going to pay me? And we've been saying on the channel, hardly any Pepsis coming through. We've had a brand new 2024 Oyster bracelet come into stock, and we actually sold it to one of our good clients on the books who was waiting for that watch, and it's went into his collection. But we've had a lot of pre-owned ones coming through. I don't know what's gone on. I don't know if you guys are suddenly around going, you know what, I'm not going to hold this for another year. I'm actually going to dump it. I've got another allocation coming. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell my Pepsi. We've had at least 5 or 6 Pepsi GMTs on the Jubilee bracelet, pre-owned from our clients that we've bought, and we've sold them all straight away. I think we've got a couple more that are coming in. So it's really good information for you guys that when we get the calls every day, which we do, we have a good indication on what's actually coming out. And the Pepsi has hit the market over the last 2 weeks. And what always happens when we get the calls, we get them and then there's none, and then they don't come out anymore. Another model that we've seen just hit the market again, drought, none coming through in 2024, is the Pikachu, my beloved watch, the new model of this one. We actually had one arrive into stock yesterday. Again, you know, the AD's been pushing out this particular week. We've actually got, I think we've got an old reference to show you. So this is the older reference. This is the 116 reference. Again, we've hardly seen any of these coming through this year. This is one that we got literally a couple of days ago. It's only gone live on the website to let you guys know around about the 35, 36K mark. But the new reference, none in 2024. Again, we've seen a few hit the market over the last week, and then there will be none. We had a client on our books chasing this watch, came to collect it yesterday. The same day it arrived into us, and what a beautiful watch. And to let you guys know, it was sold for slightly more than this one. So yeah, the market trends are changing, and certainly ADs are pushing out. Hard to get watches for a short period, and a short period only. So what other trends have we seen in July 2024? Well, the part exchange train is still running. We're still getting a lot of part exchanges at LWC. We said in last month's update, we're getting sometimes 2, 3, 4 and 5 watches. That is definitely continuing. It does seem to lend itself more to the Daytona range. We're getting a lot of clients choosing their Panda, their Oyster Flex, their sort of grail piece, and their part exchanging sometimes 2, 3 and 4 watches, and also selling. We've had a lot of clients come to us where we'd normally buy the odd watch out of their collection or the odd one out of their rotation, but we're actually buying 2, 3 and 4 watches at a time. So this is a different market trend that we've seen. Normally clients will obviously want to sell one at a time, but we've seen a lot more that have been sold to us. We're obviously more than happy to buy them, and we're more than happy to take more in part exchange, because for us, we can then go on again. We've got more opportunity to sell more watches, and it works both for us and the client. But there's certainly a very busy market, certainly a very buoyant market. It's definitely a buyer's market. And for you guys out there not wanting to do the AD dance, it certainly is time to pull the trigger. So that leads me on nicely to our best-selling models of July 2024, and I've put it into 3 categories, and starting at number 3 is the GMT range. No surprise to you guys, it is the steel models. So we've been selling the Batmans, the Batgirls, the Sprites, and also the Pepsis. I've got a couple to show you here. We have the Sprite. So this is one on an Oyster. I think we've got a couple in stock at the minute. Just this is really good information. So this is a brand new, unworn, 2022 model. It is fully stickered, full set, absolutely everything with it, and we're retailing this watch in the £15,000 mark. So when you look at the GMT Batman, when you look at the Batgirl, when you look at the Pepsi, this sits right in the middle, and for me, I think that's really, really good value for money. I've also got another Pepsi to show you. Let me just have a look here. So this is the GMT Master 2 Pepsi. I think this one's a 2022 model, I'm gonna say. We're retailing this for just around the £17,000 to £18,000 mark. And again, considering the following, considering how iconic this particular watch is, considering how many of you guys actually want to chase this watch and pull the trigger on it, you know, we would have a cabinet full of these, and it's certainly my favorites. And if you've seen any of the videos on my channel, I actually wore this watch for a week. If you've not seen it, check it out. But what a watch this is, and everyone we sell to a client, I've got to tell you, we never ever buy them back, because all our clients fall in love with them, and at some point on everybody's watch journey is a GMT Master 2 Pepsi. So coming in at number 2 is, believe it or not, the Daytona range, and we've been selling a lot of the Oyster Flexes, and when I say a lot of the Oyster Flexes, I mean from the Daytona Ghost, which is this one here. Unbelievable watch that is, by the way. We're not seeing that many coming through, but when we do, we're selling them straight away. This one sold, believe it or not, came in yesterday, sold within less than 12 hours online. That's an extremely popular watch. We've got the Pikachu as well. We've been selling both the new and old reference, but I would say the new reference has been outselling the old just purely because we've had more through. Then we've also got the Sundust, which I don't have to show you here. The Sundust is the rose gold variant of that one. We've sold quite a few of those over last week and quite a few overseas actually to our overseas clients. Again, got another brand new one in literally 2 days ago, sold to a client overseas. We've also got the new Paul Newman. That's a really popular one, the yellow gold variant. This is the new reference, been selling quite a few of those over the last month. And the biggest seller, believe it or not, in the Daytona range is the Panda. That was our #1 selling Daytona of July 2024, and it's particular the new reference. And we've been selling those between £27,000 and £28,000 to give you guys an idea, bearing in mind the Rolex retail price is around £13,500. But we all know how hard they are to get. They all know they're iconic. They're that watch that you guys need to get on that journey, on your watch journey. And we've been selling that one, and that's our #1 selling Daytona of July 2024. And here we are, the #1 range, our #1 selling model of July 2024. It is the Submariner range. We have been selling so many Submariners, including the Submariner Hulk, the discontinued, the Blueses. We've also been selling the Starbucks. That's been a very popular model. But I've got to tell you, the Submariner Steel, date and no date, has been an absolute monster in sales for us this month. We've even been selling 2, 3 and 4 a day, and it's particular the 41mm, the new one. I should have some to show you here. Yes, so I've got the Submariner Day, the new 126 reference. Such a go-to watch. Certainly that first watch for most of your clients or most of you guys that are watching this on your journey, that is that first go-to watch. And what we advise our clients, and this is really good information, when you're looking at buying your first Rolex and you come to us and you come to the boutique and you want some advice and you're thinking, well, I actually like a GMT, you know, I like the Jubilee bracelet, I like the Submariner, you know, I like the date just 41, so we've got one to show you here. Like this one, for example, with the Wimbledon, which I think is the best one, by the way. And my advice to you will always be, do not try and put 2 watches into one. And what do I mean by that is, get a watch that you can wear for a daily, you can wear it for dinner, you can wear it to go on holiday, whatever you want, that's that watch. Then add to it at a later date, buy your dress watch, buy your GMT and a Jubilee, because if you try and buy something like this as your first watch and you want to wear it every day, you might not feel it's the right watch, so you won't wear it as much. So it's very important that when you get a watch as your first watch or your daily watch, get something a bit more under the radar, a bit more stealth, a bit more resilient with the obviously satin finish bracelet. That's that watch. That's why it is so popular. When it's a bit later down the line for you, then add to it, get something like the GMT, something that you can wear and make yourself obviously feel a bit more special, something that you can wear on a special occasion, weekends or evenings. But this one here, that's the date. I've also got the no date, which I was going to show you there. That's the no date. And I've got to tell you, the #1 seller of both these models, and we've been selling so many, is the no date. We have sold so many no dates, and I'm so pleased to say it's my personal favourite. It's so clean, it's so old school. It's the original one in the 1952 when they were released. This was the no date. This was the one that actually started the Submariner range, and for me, it's having a renaissance. It's the most popular one. I'm so pleased you guys feel the same as well, and for me, it's #1. Hope you enjoyed this video. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next.